Oh, bother.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Reign of the Jade Dragon. I'm still Yin Yang Total War, and last time we left off, we had begun movement towards dealing with the undead threat, since the Famir threat is a little too potent for Dian Wei at this juncture. But while we're sitting here, let's see if we can do anything to help him out just a little bit more. Not really any troops that I want to grab from there. No local mercenaries that I can really consider. And while I would love to recruit somebody, we don't actually have any defensive allies. Something which I'd like to change, if at all possible. So let's look at the quick deal menu.
General!
And it looks like the Jade Custodians would be the closest to aiding us, but I doubt that's going to happen. That's okay. We'll keep working on that.
Attention!
The Hanghuo caravan is doing pretty well. Mei Yun Kang is also doing well. And guys, let me know if you can think of a name for her. Doesn't have to be anything fancy or even that original. Just let me know what you got. Because Mei Yun Kang, it doesn't roll off the tongue. You know what I mean? Looking at Yuan Bo. Oh, we had moved him.
Check the siege provisions.
Anyway, put him back up in the flooding pyramid. And it looks like we forgot to increase Shun Ma as well. So, enchanted metallurgy. Well, actually, let's take a look real quick. We could give her metal shifting, which makes her everything stronger, right? For her allies in range. So that's good. Which everyone's in range. And while I am concerned about what's going on at the Wellsprings Fraternity, I really want to get the Monument of Izato in our hands. That would definitely be for the best. And then looks like we need to increase at the floating pyramid as well. I swear I did this last time. Maybe I saved beforehand or something. I'm not sure. Let's go with we don't want this straying too far into Yang or into Yin as a province, so I'm gonna say we go with a wares market. That'll work. And finally get some better troops coming out of here too. I wish that we could say the same for our region in Cathay, but we are working on it. Speaking of, let's take a look at Shangwu.
Instrument of the Divine.
And we should be able to reach the Bridge of Heaven in due time, but I do worry about leaving Shangwu so lightly defended. So, oh, I forgot I brought Borgio in. Awesome. He's not going to hang out in Shangwu though. Let's get a magistrate. He's free. No, he's not free. Upright. Leadership plus 10, that's good. Enemy leadership, that would be good as well. Yes, an administrator. Okay, cool. We'll take that.
This moment has been prepared for.
let's. And guys, give me a name for Jing Ding as well.
Chaos and harmony can exist together in this world.
And let's get a different look for him.
I
Kind of looking like Liu Bei a little bit.
Idle in thought. I should trade.
Oh, I really like that one.
Men,
Um,
to your exercises.
Seems more like an army
I
leader
will
than
not
a
have a day wasted.
administrator, though. So let's go with. This guy looks
Trust in
like
the
he
dragons.
could
I am
administrate
sure
something.
they plan
So
for us
give me a
all.
name for him. Maybe Sao Sao.
General. Lord
But I do not
Magistrate
think that I'm going
reporting.
to give him a whole lot of Jade troops. That way we're not reaching into our coffers too deeply. So let's go with... Let's get him some archers. So we'll start with that.
What was the world like in the Celestials' time? Was there life, but for dragons?
All right, and let's go into the next turn. Now, if you have not seen it in one of my other posts or videos, I did cross over the 100 subscriber threshold. So, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. I am ecstatic. I'm ecstatic about it, and I've literally like called my mom and told her that I got over 100 subscribers. Not that she cares, but hey, I told her anyway. It's awesome, and I'm actually recording this Thursday, so I have the unfortunate opposite feeling for what's going on at CA. I think it's horrible.
Greetings.
Trying to maintain a
Would you
project
prefer
that
we
you know that
converse
wasn't going to
in
work out,
Grandpath,
only for Sega to
or something else?
come in and be dad and kill it, right? The trade agreement with the cross clubs. For money, yeah.
Alright.
You gotta give me a little something. But yeah, it's very difficult, especially coming from my perspective, right? I actually went through something pretty similar not too long ago, where my hotel that I worked at was going through a financial downturn because they had overstaffed, and instead of laying people off, they just cut everyone's hours down to basically nothing to try to force people to quit. That way they wouldn't have to give them any kind of severance or anything. So my guys were probably a little bit more shady than CA. But I still feel for them nevertheless. The human cost of suddenly having everything you've been working on just turned into mush in your hands, it's pretty horrifying. But that is something that I will talk about probably in a different video. Give it its own video, right? Kind of a layout perspective of what I think of it and the direction of Creative Assembly going forward. I do hope it works out for everyone involved, and that they all land on their feet, right? And hopefully Total War doesn't get drugged down in the mud with it.
The magistrates watch from the rear, but fighting or dying.
Cargo found. Let's
inspire my
take that cargo, yeah. Top knots. We don't need any work. Van Helheim. I'll take the dwarf, sure. Deadwood Sentinels. We don't like Dark Elves here. Blonde Wapek. No. Trace? No. As much as I want the White Lions of Trace. No. That'll be a different campaign. Who detected us? Like, seriously, where?
Celestial General.
I forgot that we were even ambushing.
So many dragons, though it is forbidden to talk of the disappeared. The Jade Dragon's humility is a lesson to us all.
Double the practice drills.
Yuan Bo. Let's see.
Governor, an executioner.
Let's start moving him back down. And it looks like we're going to be going
All
through some
aside
tough terrain.
royalties. Trust in the dragon. I must hurry.
And let's see what we can do with our matters of state real quick as well. Is anything a level 3 yet? Not even close. What else do we got? Supply line. That would be good. Yeah, nothing really seems good enough. I guess we could use that. How long does that last? Did it really not say? We'll do it on the next turn. We'll do it on the next turn. We'll see how long it lasts.
Master of the meat.
So I've heard that
Cathay Eternal.
SFO is coming back. Saw Great Book of Grudges doing some videos on it.
City Commander.
I think I might try it out. I don't know if I'll cover it on the channel, but if you'd like me to cover SFO, just drop a comment, let me know. I definitely don't mind covering it. I think that he does a lot of cool stuff. The thing that I don't like about SFO, and I don't mean he, I mean their team. But the thing that I don't like about SFO is the battles, because then I have to have 800. You guys know how many mods I play with. It's ridiculous. I don't want to have another. I don't want to have an additional mod for every mod that I use just because I'm playing with SFO. That's it's crappy, and I don't like it. So, the one thing I will say is that Venrus came out and said that they were making an SFO Lite version, which only affects the campaign layer, which actually might reduce my mod count, so it could be a good thing. I feel like we're eventually going to get somewhere in here. It does seem like they're waiting for Dian Wei to get far enough away to where he can't help Shangwu. I feel like that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to be kicking myself. But Dian Wei wants to get results for Yuan Bo before he returns. Yuan Bo is not going to be pleased if he returns to Shangwu and the province is still overtaken by undead and Pamir. So we're going to have to do something. But it does look like Zhao Ming is making moves towards the Belful Hills, so maybe he'll do something. And perhaps we should change our direction and go up there to reinforce him, actually. That could earn us some favor for sure. Oh man, some of these interns are starting to take some time. I wasn't sure what to think when I thought, or when I saw that the AI was going to be a little bit slower because it was making more decisions, right? But it is hurting a little bit. We used to blow through these interns. I hope they tune the speed up a little bit more, especially with as many factions as I run. Uh-oh. What's going on with the Horrors of the Deep? There we go. Bearsling? No. Baseman? No. Fanfaric? No. Definitely not. Bloody Sword and the Warheart of the One Eye. That's good. I like to see that they're all dying. The Jade Sea Pirates were destroyed. Well, that's a little unfortunate. I would have liked to bring them under my banner.
General of the Celestial Host.
I bear the arms of Great Jin. They serve me well.
It feels like we can just not move at all. Like he's, and maybe it's something to do with their, oh, it's the swirling mist. Maybe? I don't know. Yep, campaign movement range minus 10%. So yeah, we're in their territory, that's what it is. I was like, man, why can't we move?
From the front.
It would be great if they got into a really like knockdown drag out fight with Zhao Ming and we were able to take advantage of it.
They planned for us all.
And finally, we can grow Shangwu from a hamlet to a village, which is crazy seeing the size of it. Somebody, I'm trying to think who it was. Maybe it was the Terminator. Was talking about, no, I think it was Andy's take, who was talking about, you know what, I'm gonna quit trying to give it to somebody. It was one of those two, I'm pretty sure, who was talking about how like you don't start with like big cities, and that doesn't make any sense. And you know what, it doesn't make any sense. I think that big cities should start big, right? Like we don't all have to start at 0 here.
It puzzles me how chaos and harmony can exist together in this world.
Oh, that's right. We're going to try out the matter of state on them. So let's do supply line operation. Perform.
Eye of the Emperor. Tell the soldiers, move.
Let's get moving.
I
And we
shall
have
be at the
7 turns of
Celestial
supply line
City,
operations. Okay, that's pretty
ensuring
cool.
the Empire as well.
Well, that'll make us strong for when we attack the Monument of Itzel. And let's see where all we need to go. So I know that we need to go down here to Loxon. Say that again. Where'd you go? Well, down here in the city that has disappeared. We need to go to the volcanic islands. And we need to hit... There's another one. Where's that? I know Hexawaddle. There should be a western one. And I'm apparently blind to it. Well, I'll find it eventually. We'll just trek through the jungles until something happens.
Wind Shaper.
Be assured that
And it looks like they're trekking through her lands as well. I assume if I'm not seeing her in Lustria that she's been defeated, but that's not necessarily the case.
Trust in the dragons.
All right, and jumping back in from a pretty devastating cut that I'm having to make because we fought a battle and then it froze. It was an epic battle, and hopefully we fight it again. So, I guess today's question would be, who is, or that's better. That's better. Where would you want to live if you had to live in the Warhammer world? Like, you don't get a choice. You don't get to stay on our world. You have to live in the Warhammer world. Where would you want to live? Personally, I think that I would be in favor of Cathay, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm sure it's oppressive, and there's all kinds of trouble that you could get into, but you're less likely to die a gruesome death. There's not a bunch of haunted forests like the Empire. There's not there's not the ever-present danger of a chaos horde coming down, unless you live at the Great Bash. I don't want to live in northern Cathay. I'd want to live in like central Cathay under the Jade Dragon, probably.
Begging
As long as you don't step out of line, you should be
would
fine.
be advisable.
Begging for mercy. No thanks. As if. So I'm thinking, I think I said this before, that Dian Wei, maybe we turn him north and go assist Zhao Ming, or at least let Zhao Ming fight them, hit him right in the jaw, right? And then we go and finish him off. That might be for the best. I'm not entirely sure. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see what they do. And they have decided to come for us. Paxlaporn, if you are watching, pray with me for Dian Wei. because it's looking like we're definitely going to lose this one. That's a lot of troops, but most of them are Boglars, excuse me. So hopefully we can pull this off. But they do have two of these Knucklevies? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say Knucklevies, which are like inside out cavalry. It's disgusting, and I can't wait to see it. So let's get into it. But first, before something like last time happens, let's quick save this battle. No more accidents like that, and let's get into it.
To die fighting for the dragons, for our families. That is to be embraced, not feared. For the Celestial and for all Cathay!
We can eradicate them from
All right. And they don't cheer like they do in Rome, but that was quite a speech nevertheless. Now, we could not have picked a better place to have this battle where they not only outnumber us, but have stronger troops than us, because we have to have some kind of defensive advantage, right? And while a triple river crossing is not as advantageous as, say, a single river crossing with a bridge or something, we're going to make this work. So on the right side, they have no leadership, only a bunch of Pamir. They did come a little bit stronger on this side, just because obviously they don't have anything backing them up. On the left side, they have a bit weaker of an approach, but they do know that they've got incoming reinforcements. And in the middle, we have the bulk of their forces alongside their great war chief who beat us down last time. Hopefully we can do a little bit better. And Dian Wei not allowing his troops to fight a battle that he will not. And I gotta find a better I've got to find a better mod to get rid of all that extra. Kind of takes away from it. And geez, look at these things. That's pretty bewildering to even behold. And the, oh gosh, the archery corps not wanting to make the same mistakes as last time. They are going to go ahead and focus fire on this Pamir warlord. Ooh. All right, let's check out how things are going elsewhere on the battlefield. It looks like this side has been all but won, but more forces are incoming, so we've got to keep an eye on that. And on the far side, we have begun to beat back most of their forces. Only a handful of their warriors have decided to remain. Now back to the main center of the fighting. It looks like their warlord has decided to call it quits for now. Although he's a little indecisive about where he wants to go. And they just don't stand a chance against our Jade army. No matter how imposing they are, we have discipline on our side. And flaming arrows. And it looks like he's coming back for more punishment. Oh! And Dian Wei has brought down his nemesis. With the defeat of their war chief, who knows how much longer they can hold. Let's see what's going on with this guy over here. Oh, and we are setting him ablaze. Not a good look for him. And it does look like their forces are in full retreat. All right, you guys know how it is. I will see you back on the campaign map. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Warlord Roydok has been defeated. I don't know if that's their faction leader. I'll have to check that out. But Dian Wei has done it again. Another victory over the Famir.
You shall toil.
And the defeat of his nemesis, right? Gotta love that. Scaling? No thanks. Formity Tribe? No, we're good. Dim Sons? Nope. Eric Azorn. I think that's the eastern ones? Yeah, I'll take it. Hopefully I didn't just take on a legendary lord from them. Caravan completed. Alright. And a warrant of trade for him. Gotta love that. Sale value of cargo. That's actually really good. That's actually really good. Okay. Oh, and he got a... As if he needed more artillery, right? Let's see. Jade stance. Yeah, I think that would be good. What is that? Oh, great swords. Got it.
The Imperial bureaucracy awaits our command.
Hmm.
Harmony, do you wish to join me in analyzing some war scenarios? You are well schooled.
It looks like the it looks like the Cathayan faction that is we're gonna call them Southiehan. Oh, it is Southiehan, huh? No, it's Eastiehan. There's Southiehan. Okay, cool. Anyway. So there's north, south, and east. It looks like they're all... anyway, the Chosen are our friends, and we like having them.
Do you wish to join me? Be on.
One day I will bring them all into the Empire.
I, the Lord of the Jade Swan, gladly you have.
Alright. And we better do something about the fact that he's sitting outside of their capital before we can get there. So, let's take a look.
Trust in the dragons. I am sure they plan for us all.
And they have done something to block me.
What was the world like in the Celestials' time? Was there life?
But I think that we can afford to force march to at least break out of here.
Men,
to your exercises. I will not have a day wasted. Ancestors!
Hopefully that's
guide
not a
us.
mistake. But Dian Wei is, he's ready to finish this fight, you know? Bring some glory to his lord and master Yuan Bo. Let's see. Inspiring presence. Yeah, we're definitely going to give him inspiring presence because he did a great job. And we're going to make him a scarred veteran because he's been through it. He's been through it with these Khmer. Jinding.
Lord Magistrate, reporting.
Looks like you're doing pretty good. Let's give you 2 more peasant spears. And that should be enough to hold Shangwu. We're not really under any threat.
I should trade.
Now, before we run out of time, let's check out what Yuan Bo's got going on. He is within striking distance of the monument of Izadel, so let's see what kind of battle it's looking like. Nothing too crazy. We will once again quick save. And let's get into it.
I will risk 1,000 more of your lifetimes in this struggle, never shirking my responsibility to fight. For you, my people, for all Cathay.
And quite the leader to be under. If I had to choose to be in an army, it would definitely be in Yuan Bo's. Not because I believe he truly cares, but because, I mean, he's an efficiency machine. You know, this guy sat at his abacus and figured out the best way to take down these Skaven with minimal losses, right?
Let battle commence! Demolish them!
And the first shots have been fired. And looking out at our forces over here, we have the Tigers getting ready to do a flanking maneuver, as well as our Onyx Crowmen ready to nullify any kind of missile infantry they have. In the rear, we've got our Longma Riders ready to bring down this tower once it gets up and running. And unfortunately for them, there's just not a whole lot that they can really do.
Not my fault! Frontline, stand down!
I mean, imagine your enemy shooting flaming balls of fire at you, right? And your best comeback is a slingshot. This isn't David and Goliath. This is David and the Predator, right? So, oh. And looking over here, our big cats have decided to go ahead and do something about these Skaven, protecting their rear, right? The Onyx Crowmen have eliminated, or all but eliminated, an entire unit already, and they're going after this tower next. Meanwhile, in the center, the forces of Yuan Bo have pushed forward, and it's only a matter of time, guys. There's not a ton that these Skaven can do about this. They're just gonna have to accept it. Our big cat's demolishing another unit of big rats. And Yuan Bo not even seeing it fit for him to get directly involved. I know I have a method for screenshots, but that is a hell of a screenshot. Or thumbnails. I have a method for thumbnails, but that's a hell of a screenshot. Good lord.
The Emperor expects glory!
And of course, it was a decisive victory. We took a grand total of, what, 28 losses? I can't even see all 28 of them. Regardless, Yuan Bo did what Yuan Bo does and squashed the army. Well, we're going to occupy this one as well.
Across the world. Yuan Bo.
And I'm not too surprised that we didn't benefit a ton off of that. But that's okay. Let's see. Well, we are pushing down further and further into... Whoa, hello. I didn't realize that we had some Tzeentchians down here. Ooh, quite a bit of Tzeentch corruption around here. But, regardless, we can't... as fun as it would be, I have to find a good stopping place, and this one is as good as any. So, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll see you in the next one. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, especially to those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I am still having a blast and very much enjoying the formation of this community with all of you. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know, because I want to make even better content as we continue down this journey together. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing here and want to support me, then you know what to do.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.